My name is Alexander Rouse, and I'm a Brandon Fellow. To me, being a Brandon Fellow is about getting to integrate my love for art with my interest in being a part of my community. I really like the opportunities that the fellowship offers for relating to people I might not meet otherwise and being able to help out in interesting ways within my community while still being able to pursue the art that I love and being able to advance my career in that way. So I have always been a very creative person. Some of my earliest memories are shaped around making art and exploring art. So that's always something that's been very integral to me as a person. And then in middle and high school, I started to focus more on the art that I wanted to create. I leaned a lot into ink illustration, and I did my first dabbling into watercolor. But then around midway through high school, I sort of shifted towards graphic design for utilitarian reasons, and that's actually what I went to college and got my degree for. But as I graduated college and started looking into a career, I realized that my passion and my vocation is always and has always been more on the studio side. So I applied for the Brandon Fellowship and I got this opportunity, and through this and through other opportunities I've been expanding my craft more and still doing a lot with ink illustration, doing watercolor and gouache art a lot, and also expanding my artistic palette to different mediums that I've never tried before. I would say my primary goal is to just grow a lot. Like I said, I've spent the last 4 years really exploring graphic design a lot more than art, so I feel like I have some catching up to do with my craft. So I'd like to grow a lot, to stretch myself, to create art I've never created before. But tangibly speaking, I would like to be able to build a practice where studio art is my main income and where that is really what I'm known for. So I would say those are my two main goals. Well, my work is very inspired by the community that I'm in. I was born and raised in this part of Greenville, so that's very fundamental to my art and to me as a person. And I love finding ways that I can use my art to uplift voices in the community and to sort of give back to the community. One example is I recently got to illustrate the cover of a book by the poet laureate of Greenville, Glennis Redmond, and she wrote a collection of poetry about the South Carolina state parks, which have been very meaningful to me and to my artwork. So it was great to be able to uplift that voice in that way in whatever small part I could and sort of give back to the people and the places that have shaped me.